Hey guys, how's it going? I've been debating a long time what I should do, and because I haven't posted a video in a while, I think the last time was this summer, and I'm still using the same horse, Indy. And so I decided, since I have Indy, I should do something to do with green horses, and she's still green. And so, what I will demonstrate today is like 5 exercises to do with your green horse while you are riding them. And I don't know if you'd really call them exercises, but things that if you just even do them all together, then it'll improve your green horse in general. So there's a few things that I want to hit base with before we get going. Indy is green, like I said, but she's one of the best horses I worked with. She's extremely calm, responsive, and so I'm just gonna ride her bareback. Usually I would be doing this in a saddle with another horse. I would be demonstrating all this in a saddle, but she's just good enough where I can do it without the saddle. And also, I'll just be riding her in a halter. I usually, when I'm training horses, I put them in a hack more and then I switch to the snaffle bit after about 10 rides. But right now I am just riding her in the halter because I've just been too lazy to switch her to the snaffle. I will switch her to the snaffle because I believe I'll get a softer response out of her, because I believe snaffles just, I know they connect to the horse better and they can feel it, so they'll respond better as soon as you put pressure. And so yeah. Okay, and so number 1, there's 5 of them, like I said. I will explain them and demonstrate them. I'll not teach you how to do them, I'll just demonstrate them. So number 1 is flexing and disengaging the hindquarters. So you're going to flex their head and disengage their hindquarters. Whoa. Okay, and so flexing, that's lateral flexing, and you do it left and right. And you just want to repeat doing that, and the horse should move off of like super little pressure. Okay, and that just helps them get a better bend and become more flexible, so they're softer. And that's just the start of it. Also, disengaging the hindquarters, it gets them moving their back end. What you'll do is you'll get your foot and you will move it back and next to their flank while their head is flexed the same way. And what they want to do is they want to pivot their pivot on their front foot, and that front foot should stay planted while their whole back end moves around it. Okay? And that just loosens them up and it gets them listening and moving their back end. And so next, number 2 is walk, trot, and lope. Okay, so you want your horse to be able, I do not want to, from day 1, I get on my horse and I ride them at a walk, trot, and lope. Because I don't want them to get sticky feet. I want them to know that riding is at a walk, trot, and lope. And so I ride them at those gaits a lot, but at a lope, I will lope them for a long period of time so they get the idea that loping isn't something about going fast. They want to control their speed because they could be loping for a long while. Okay, and that just helps them with their control speed, and it doesn't get them to have sticky feet. Okay, and number 3 is while you're riding them, bring them around random objects. I have all these random stuff set up in my arena, and I will trot her up to things, sit back, look at the bottom of the object, and circle around them until she gets a perfect bend. And when she gets a perfect bend, I mean till she softens, and then her head and has a good bend going around, and I'm not pulling on her head trying to get her to turn, and she's listening to me, and then I'll stop and let her go and trot somewhere else, and then I'll repeat, come to a different object, sit, go around that object, switching directions. So one object I might go right, the other object I'll go left, and I'll do the same thing. When she softens, I will release, let her go, and that just helps them bend their body and think, because they don't know when you're going to stop them and have them go around another object. So they'll think and will get softer in the head, and it helps them bend their body. Okay? And so then the fourth thing is when stopping and backing up. So stop, back up. Whenever I stop a green horse, I will back them up right afterwards, because that's actually the foundation of your slide stop. So I'll just be riding, I stop, sit back, and back them up. And they have to back up for as long as I want them to. And after a while, the stop gets better, and it helps develop your slide stop. So I will be trotting or loping, or start at a walk, then go to trot, build up, while your horse gets better at it. And you'll stop, sit back, stop, back up. Release and let them rest. Let them know that we're stopping, which they'll want to, stop. So very last is collection. I do not teach them collection until they can flex their head left and right, super soft, and I want them to be completely soft with all that. Then I'll teach them to bend vertically, which is collection, at a standstill, and then I'll slowly work up to a walk, trot, and lope. And she doesn't do lope, but I can show you at the walk and trot and at a standstill. And so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm wanting to get another video up before this year ends. I can't promise before Christmas, because that's pretty soon and I have a lot of things to do. But before then, before the new year, I'd like to get another one up. So I want you guys to decide what you would want. We can either most popular vote. I don't know if we're gonna get much votes, but most popular vote. Comment below, out of all those 5 exercises, which ones you would want me to actually teach, and show you how to teach the horse, and like a how-to, Or I could do another one of these videos, but 5 exercises, groundwork exercises that I like to do with a green horse. So your guys' choice, or if you guys have any other ideas, down below. Just post them, and thank you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.